Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is MichelleAna. If you're here for the first time, if you've been here before, welcome back fam. I am super excited about today's video. I think I say that about every video, but that's okay because I'm excited all the time. But today we're gonna talk about how to live a peace-filled life. If you're interested in that topic, just keep on watching. So oftentimes we talk about, requesting God to give us the peace that surpasses all understanding. You know, we know that living a peaceful life and having peace is super imperative and allows us to live this life with a lot more hope, with a lot more gratitude, with a lot more anticipation for what God is doing. Peace is amazing. Peace is something that we all need. It sort of brings clarity. It brings a fluidity or a flow in our lives. When we have peace in knowing who's got us, God, we can just operate at a high level because we already know who God is. So we don't have to panic because He already has everything under control. But one of the things, like I said, that I wanted to talk about today is just how do you actually live a peace-filled life? So I wrote a few things down. I believe there are about 5 things that you can do to actually live a peace-filled life. So the first one is, goes without saying, and it goes a part of what I believe and is just who I am, which is basically just inviting God into your daily life. Now, if you're watching this video and you don't really know what you believe in, or if you're watching this video and you know who you believe in, but you just don't know how to incorporate God into your life, that's okay. We all start somewhere. God changed my life years ago, and ever since then, like, I just feel like it hasn't been perfect. It has not been perfect, and it has not been just linear one way. It's been all over the place. But I feel like introducing God into my life has really changed me in ways that I could never really express into words. So every day I just let my life song just happen, you know, my daily life just speak for who God is. And so inviting God into your daily life to live a peace-filled life looks like prayer and literally telling God, like, God, I invite your presence into my life today. He's a gentleman. He's not going to go ahead and just interject himself. No, when you make your request known, when you let him know, like, God, I want your peace today. So I'm going to invite you into my life, into my day today, so that with everything that I do, I operate at top-notch level because I've invited you into my life. So number 1, invite God into your life so that you can live a peace-filled life. Number 2, invest into renewing your mindset. There are a few ways that you can do this. Number 1, obviously reading your word, right? But number 2 is spending time with yourselves. Time is one of those things in this world that, like, we can never get back. We can get money back, we can get a lot of things back in our lives, but time spent is something that we will never be able to get back. So, you know, spending time with ourselves, spending time with people that we care about the most, it definitely brings peace into your life. You know, getting to know you brings peace into your life because the more you know you, the more you recognize your values, the more that you can mature because you're recognizing the places that you need to grow in, that you need to do better in. And really, that's how you begin to identify what areas are more turbulent and what areas are more peaceful in your life. And you need to maybe kind of cater to the areas that are a little bit more chaotic. Hold on, my phone just rang. And another way you can renew your mind is literally self-care, right? Self-care looks like so many different things. Self-care looks like reading books. Self-care looks like taking a bubble bath. Self-care looks like washing your hair. I don't know. Whatever self-care looks like, that's also spending time with yourself. And like I said, the more time you spend with yourself, the more time you get to see, like, what am I investing in? Like, what am I giving my attention to so that I can literally renew my mind in those areas. Number 3 is probably like one of my favorites, not my ultimate favorite. The last one is my ultimate favorite. But number 3 is to create a peaceful environment. Create a sacred environment in your own home. I know sometimes this can be a little hard, because some of us may actually live in very toxic environments. Some of us may live in very chaotic environments. Some of us may live in a house with a bunch of people. Some of us may live in a house by ourselves, and we just don't know how to do that. And so for me, creating maybe even like little spots in my home to, I have like my notes on this post-it, to invite that sacredness, to invite that peace. So this may even look like a little nook area, or maybe even in the early morning, kind of getting your devotional, Bible, and coffee, and sitting at the kitchen table. That might be your sacred place, like your area. Maybe in one of your closets, like literally getting away from the kids and everything, and just creating that sacred space. That's so important to have and to try to cultivate, because then you're then able to, like I said, this is going back to living a peace-filled life. You're able to then like declutter your thoughts, because this is like a sacred space that you're creating. And I actually mean like a physical place, like an area that's just for you, that you can designate, so that you can have that opportunity. As you guys know, I just moved into my apartment, so that was really important to me, that in this time, in this space and place, that I make this a space that is very sacred, that is very peaceful. So a lot of those elements include decor, right? So I've been on the hunt for a lot of different things, a lot of elements that I want to add to my home. One thing is for sure, I love diffusers, I love essential oils, I love candles, I love even just the actual decor of my place. And so I actually partnered with Wayfair and Cosmopolitan. In one of my posts, I'll put the post here, and I'm actually doing a giveaway, so make sure that you enter over on Instagram at loveMichelleAna. Pretty much everything major in my apartment is from Wayfair, and it's from the Cosmopolitan line. And so I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Not just yet, but I am gonna show you guys the different elements of my home. But I just think that that's so important to mention, because you may think that creating a sacred and peace-filled life is only here, but it's actually in your atmosphere. It's actually in the spiritual element of the atmosphere, but it's also in the practical and physical element of your atmosphere. So, you know, does light colors make you feel more sacred, or do, you know, neutral colors make you feel more peaceful in your environment? So identifying those things are super important. So that to me was vital when I started designing, or really picking out the different elements of my new place, because I'm like, this is gonna be a oasis, okay? This is gonna be a time of healing, of just growing in every area. So it needs to be super cute, aesthetic, and also just feel very inviting for my guests. So for people who are coming over, I remember when I first came here, and I don't know if I documented that, but I said in my video, or I said in one of my prayers, that I want people to literally, when they walk into my door, to feel the peace of God. Like if they are feeling overwhelmed, or just need a moment of a getaway, that my place serve as that little touch of God's peace as soon as they enter the home. And so it's funny that I'm even mentioning that, and I'm doing this video, because like I said, I feel like your atmosphere, you can create a peaceful atmosphere by elements that really make you feel at peace. Another way to live a peace-filled life is to stop exerting energy that is unnecessary. What do I mean? Stop overwhelming yourself with things and saying yes, yes, yes to everybody, and start really assessing the important things that you need to get done. We are living in a very still and vital moment, very sacred time in the earth right now, where we have been kind of given this opportunity to just be still, right? Obviously, some of us are still working, some of us are resting. Whatever this time has served for you, I mean, it is what it is. That has been God's appointed time for you. But what I'm saying is, what is overexerting your time that is absolutely unnecessary? Are people FaceTime you out of nowhere and unannounced? Like, no sis, I love you, but no, I got work to do. And not even that, because I have friends that I FaceTime all the time. But what I'm saying is, are those things overexerting your energy? Are they taking your energy away from the things that are important? If they are, allocate time to catch up. Have like ongoing meetings throughout your week to check up on your girls, to check up on your friends, to check on, I don't know, whoever, family. Make sure that you are creating those boundaries within your time, because that is so precious. It goes back to the other point that I made earlier. You have to identify what is taking away your attention from actually focusing on the things that matter at this time. And last but not least, my most favorite one is taking care of your soul. You guys know I'm all about getting the work done, but I'm also about taking care of your soul as you show up to the earth, to the world, in your calling, in your purpose, in your work, in your career, in your business, whatever you do, as a mom, as a father, whatever you do. But you have to take care of your soul. To live a peace-filled life, you have to take care of your soul. For me, that looks like prayer and journaling and making sure that I am identifying the areas that are like, oh, this doesn't really feel good. I need to tap into this. You know, I need some healing in that part. There's a gap here that I didn't recognize because I wasn't spending time with myself in my devotional time, and I need to spend time with this. I need to take care of my soul and have that devotional time. And so last week I mentioned, this is so crazy that it's been a week, but last week I mentioned that I was going to create a 2-hour interactive live experience where we were going to journal and apply some of the methods that I've created in my time, in my devotional time, in my journaling. I've been journaling for years, and I feel like I've adapted this method. And so I created, literally on Thursday night, April 23rd or 24th, no, April 23rd at 8 p.m. EST, I'm doing the soul scribing sessions. Now, I announced this on my email list, so if you're on my email list, y'all already knew this, and some of you already signed up, but there were only 100 slots last week. As of now, me recording this video, there are only 20. Excuse me? 20 spots available. That's it. I will do this again just in case it does sell out by the time you get to it, but I feel like I really wanted to create this experience and curate a moment where it's an interactive moment, and for us to really recognize how to journal so that it creates healing in your life. How to journal in a way that not only you're not just telling God about your frustrations, but you're going to the Word. You're identifying what scripture applies to your life so that you can live a peace-filled life. And so that's pretty much the last point, you know, really taking care of your soul. And taking care of your soul may look like trying to figure out how to even journal, which is why I created these soul scribing sessions. Like I said, if it sells out by the time you get to it, it's okay. I'm thinking about doing it again in June. I'm not too sure. May is about to be epic. Y'all know I'm turning 30. I'm turning 30 in May 13th to be exact, and I have a lot of work to do. I'm really just doing a lot. I'm doing the most, actually. I might have to like figure that out. But y'all, if you found this video helpful, make sure that you make sure that you share it with somebody. If you know somebody that just really needs to you know, some help on how to live a peace-filled life, just send them this video. I hope it helps them. If you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe, turn on those notifications so that as soon as I post a video, you guys get an email. Typically every Monday 7 p.m. EST I have a video going out, and then on Wednesday over on my Instagram I do a live to pretty much recap and have a further conversation of Monday's video. And those conversations have been absolutely epic, like epic, and I love it so much. So thank you guys so much for sitting through this video and watching. I really hope, like I said, that you found it helpful, and I will see you in my next video.